Welcome to this video tutorial, and here I am inside the project file, and the first thing you will need to do is import a logo file, and you can do this by going inside this project area window over here and double click inside this empty space, and then you can navigate to your logo destination and double click to import your logo file like so. Inside your edit folder you will access this logo holder composition, double click to access the composition. And here you can go ahead and grab the previous logo that was here and just press delete and then drop your new logo inside this composition. With this logo layer selected, I will press S for scale and just rescale this down. And just note that any transform modifications that you do inside this logo holder composition, these changes will translate to your final render. So now if I go back inside this render composition, which you can also access through your render folder over here, so double click to access this, you can take a look and see how your logo will look inside the final result. And I can preview some frames here. Alright. And now we can change some of these colors, and you can grab the settings layer and up here where it says effect controls and press F3 on your keyboard to show this window. So here I can change the colors, and I can go ahead and for fighter A, let's change the color. And you can see that as I scroll around through these colors, you can see how different colors affect and give different results. And one other thing to note here is that you can desaturate your color or darken the tone that you're using, and this will give different results, as you can see. So make sure you play around and mess around with this color picker over here until you find the right color that you're looking for. And the same goes for the other fighter, and let's choose another frame so we can change the color as well. So both of these fighters have individual color control. Alright, and finally we have our logo end, so right where the sword hits here at the end, and there's a flash here and the revealing animation, so we can choose a color for that as well. And you can preview some frames. And finally we have a color for the tint, so there's an overall tint that you can give the whole scene. And if I scroll around, this is very subtle, but if you can see it in the viewport, you can see that the tint is affected. So this is like a very subtle, like 10% color offset here that we're working with. If you don't want any tint at all, you can just set this to gray, so you don't have to use a tint if you set this to gray. So after you've made all of your changes, you can go to composition and pre-render, and inside custom AV you can select a file format. H.264 is usually really good, and don't forget to select audio output as well if you want to export the sound effects. Then hit OK, and inside the render you can select a file location, hit render, and that's pretty much it. So if you have any questions, feel free to contact me using the contact form on my profile on VideoHive, and I'll get back to you as soon as possible. Thanks for watching.